There is a huge difference between Mooji and Rupert Spira that many people don't know or don't talk about. Mooji's videos and Sangha and his all, a little bit like Eckhart Tolle, has happened, the presence online has happened organically, meaning that he had the awakening, and then he the Sangha around him started to record everything. And in the beginning, he was even skeptical towards YouTube. Of course, there's also an age difference, but that's not such an important issue. What's an important issue is that Rupert Spira is consciously doing the thing with the camera, putting on the camera, recording everything, whereas Mooji is not really doing it. It's the Sangha around him doing that. And there's a big difference in that, because when you say, okay, I'm a non-dual teacher right now, and I go and put on the camera and talk about it, it has a completely different energy field than someone who's completely abiding as the self, or mostly, and then other people decide to record it and put it online. Because on the one hand, you have the person that wants to awaken someone, which is Rupert Spira, and on the other hand, you have consciousness itself floating around and other, entities deciding, oh, that's really good, we should record that. It's literally a very, very, very different energy field. So I definitely recommend Mooji over Rupert Spira in a lot of ways. And I remember meeting people who in Spain, by coincidence, who said, oh, we love Rupert Spira, we watch everything about Rupert Spira, and he's so precise and so clear. But when I spoke to them more and more and more, I realized that the awakening wasn't really there or profound, or I don't know how to say it. It was more like intellectual. And you cannot awaken intellectually. You can talk about, how, I don't know, like the recognition seems to be partially there with Rupert Spira, obviously, but it doesn't feel like this. It feels like there's still some persona that is attaching and instrumentalizing the recognition, rather than the recognition being recognition and that's it, and everything else happens by itself. It seems more like there is a persona that is trying to take advantage of the awakening for whatever benefit, for itself economically, or libido, or for thinking that it's a teacher now. I don't know what, but it's not the same. Or Eckhart Tolle was pretty much the same. He had the awakening, but he didn't go and is like, okay, now I'll teach everyone. But he truly was many years in just abiding in awareness. No attempt to get ahead or anything. And I, for one, I made it very clear to myself, or it was very clear to me that my recognition was more like, okay, there's awareness. I'm not going to be a non-duality teacher, but I'm going to live my libido fully, just like there are trees in the garden with fantastic fruits, and I'm going to enjoy those fruits. And at the same time be aware that I'm not those fruits, and I'm not the body that wants those fruits. I'm just aware, floating around and enjoying without suppressing anything. And that was then my choice. But I would never, ever, because I don't feel it from my heart intuition, put it on record and record every day, or constantly record non-duality teaching, because I see that there's a person doing that. I know it's not awareness speaking. It's if I let go, there's awareness speaking, but there was a person that put on the camera. And I always say, as an energy healer, I feel that the vibration with which something starts is the vibration that it follows through on. So if, let's say, you have a relationship and it starts on a certain vibration, that's the vibration the whole relationship is going to be on. And the same thing is like with the video. If you put it on because of a certain vibration, I mean, it can be good, okay, but it's just, for me, intuitively, heart intuition doesn't feel right. And that's just a personal feeling I have, an intuitive feeling. And when I listened to Rupert Spira, the funny thing is, after awakening, I came, because Rupert Spira came later, so after awakening through Mooji, I did watch some Rupert Spira, and it never clicked the way Mooji did for some reason. Although it's this, superficially it's the same material, and I think that's literally because it's a different energy field. It's not the same. And I think that makes all the difference. Just like Mooji once said, you can speak the same words, but the one who has the full recognition has the power behind the words. And I remember that he said this a couple of times, and I absolutely agree with that.